Welcome back. I'm Josh with the Ultimate Dad 84 YouTube channel, and we welcome you back. This time in this video, we are switching gears. And when I mean gears, I mean we are switching to classic car restoration and modification. Just to kind of take you a trip back about 4 years ago, my father and I was traveling to a local driving range, same driving range you've seen in a previous video. And we came across a car for sale, and it was a 1968 Ford Galaxie 500 Fastback. This was a 394 barrel big block car, and from the road it looked great. And so we went ahead and went golfing that day, came back. After we was on our way back, we had to stop and look at it, and my father fell in love with the car. He bought it, came here to this shop, and we dove into it. Now, 4 years, you're probably thinking, hey, it probably should have been done about 3 years ago. But hey, when you work 50 to 60 hours a week and you got two kids that, want to do everything when you're home, you can only give it a couple hours a week. It takes a lot of weeks to create something like this. And you'll see that in the video how much work was involved in the car. I don't have a lot of videos, only pretty recent videos, just because we came into the YouTube world a little late from back when we started the car. But I do have a lot of pictures that I'll commentate through. I'll give you a walk around of the amount of sheet metal work that had to be done. It was pretty extensive, between the filler, the upholstery, the engine internals, transmission sealing up, rear end, rebushing, new fuel system. I mean, the whole works. The car had to be done, and it was all done right here in this shop. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy, and leave a comment for if there's anything specific that you wanted to see or know or learn about it. I will give you a little tip for a future video. Now that the Galaxie is completed, I'm not going to give it all away, but you see behind me, this is what's coming next, but we will dive into that here in just a little while. All right, so we're going to take you back 4 years ago. This is the time we seen the car. This was on our way to the driving range you've seen in a previous video. This is what it looked like. This is what we saw. Definitely a lot of tree moss and all that junk on it, sitting under trees for quite a while. At this time, it didn't look that bad. We didn't, really know the extent of the sheet metal work that was going to take to get this car back to where it was supposed to be. But we were willing to take on the challenge, and we did find that it was very challenging to find a replacement roof. This car was originally a vinyl top car, and they don't make a replacement roof skin for this car. The vinyl top basically Swiss cheese the roof, so we found another car 3 hours away, and we was able to cut the whole roof off, as you see in this picture, and actually take the roof from the other car and put it onto this car, which was a very time-consuming, tedious process. Here's my father kind of grinding off and just prepping that one to get the new roof installed. But it was very, very flimsy. It was a solid roof, but very flimsy when you're talking about a piece of sheet metal that large that you can absolutely not crease or bow or bend. This is a picture of the donor car roof attached to our car. You can tell it was like a pea green color originally. Moving on here, we did the front and rear quarter panels on the driver's side and the passenger side as well. They did make repops for those, so that wasn't hard. And here's Ashy when he was just about 4 or 5 years younger, sitting in the freshly replaced trunk pan that had several pinholes. Picture of the passenger side car. Now it's multicolored. Again, front, rear quarter panels on both sides. It just was easier to replace the whole panel than to even try to patch them. I know what it could have been done, but this is a faster, more efficient, and way cleaner look. Not to mention we were shaving all the body panels. This is when we were first testing the House of Color Galaxie Gray and the Cosmic Clear just to make sure it's what we wanted. And here is whenever we started getting into the filler process, just kind of going over and fine-tuning our work. This is the Dolphin Glaze we'd already done, the hard putty, which really isn't that much. Here is the Feather Fill, which is a polyester, basically like a sprayable filler. I recommend that to anybody that's doing a project like this. It does require you to use a paint gun that has a minimum of a 2.0 millimeter tip. Kind of a time-consuming process, but this will put a nice build on your project, so when you start blocking it, it's just perfect. Then see the days following, bam, she's painted. House of Color Galaxie Gray with the House of Color Cosmic Clear, which I do recommend their clear coat. It sprays phenomenal. It's a super high dense gloss paint, and this was my first time ever spraying it, and I can't even put into words how pleased I was with the way it sprays out and the way it lays down. I was using a DeVilbiss paint gun, and I have zero complaints how well that paint laid down. This was just after spray. This wasn't even any cut and buffs. We did have to go through and denib some spots and do the typical wet sand polish just to make some areas just absolutely perfect. No matter how much you filter and you control the quality of the air, there's always little pieces of dust that finds its way into the paint. So we took care of all of those. This is when the car got a fresh set of Cooper Cobras on the factory tires. New wheels are in the future for this car, but this was to get it by and getting it down the road. This is me with my head shoved into the hind end of the car. We were trying to adjust the trunk latch and get it to strike correctly. And so that's kind of an embarrassing picture. And then lastly, in the picture collage, this is my father. He was installing all the windows and regulators and getting all the windows adjusted to get them operating properly.
Currently, the car has been through all the body restoration, most of the chassis, engine, fuel system, everything else that makes them tick. But we have moved on to the interior, which is always a peach when you're not interior people. So far, we got the headliner is installed. Up at cheek focus, it's black, so it's probably not going to show up fantastic on the camera. But the sun visors are installed, the windshield, we just did that just the other day, dash is in, all the trim around the windshield. Let me zoom out so I ain't so stinking close. All the trim around the windshield and all the door trim as well. Today, we are moving on to the package tray. Now the old one was rotted and falling apart as soon as we touch it. So out with the old, in with the new. We're gonna take this replacement piece that's made for this car. Right now we got the speaker holes. These speaker holes are a little bit different from the original ones, so we got those marked out. We're gonna cut those out. Ashy's gonna drill out where the speaker mounts on the four corners, so he's drilling those holes out. Then we're gonna take that piece of foam and we're gonna line that, and then we're gonna take that vinyl that's on the back of the car and we're gonna recover this and have a brand new package tray. So Ash, show us what you're doing there. All right, so that's all. So now we just need to make them bigger, right? All right.
Get another drill bit.
Oh.
So now we got a bigger drill bit, and now we're going to make the holes bigger.
And over here we have Proud Pawpaw. That's the Ultimate Grandpa 60.
Sounds old when you say it like that. Huh?
But this is Pawpaw's car, and this has kind of been a family project, putting this thing together over the past several years. Asher, don't let us slow you down. Keep on drilling. We got production lines to meet.
Well, y'all are talking. I was just doing my thing.
Now this is not a piece of wood, even though that's what it may look like. This is basically just a thick laminated cardboard. One more. All right, and our next step is going to take a jigsaw and we're going to cut out our pre-marked holes we've made, so we'll be back with you in just a minute.
Alright, so we put the spray glue down. Now we're going to put the foam on. So all that white stringy stuff is all the spray glue. What we're going to do, you're going to take the foam.
If we just put this underneath it, could we cut
And
it?
then
You can lay it on top.
we're just going to lay it on top.
Okay, this stuff.
Don't cover the
this up
speaker
just a
holes.
second. Actually, she's already tacking.
Inside of the car, front dash and windows actually roll up. And now, some people might be wondering, do these windows actually roll down? And the answer is they actually do not. They actually fold in. So when you're going down the road, they look like they're broken, but they're not. Rest of the windows roll up. Same thing on that window. Does the same thing as this one. New upgrades. We also have the window cranks. Mind this stuff. The seat is not on yet. Yeah, still got to do the door pans. That's it from my brother. Anything else you want to say? I don't know, but I seen this magic trick guy. He makes so much magic tricks. He's like, whenever he's at a basketball game, he like has some kind of food that he eats. Then he's like pulling like rope out of his mouth. Ew. Not like rope, but like something like material or something. I have to see it. If in case y'all are wondering, these here go on the sides. So when you open the door, the lights will be installed in those holes right there. And then once you open the door, it will the lights will kick on so you can see at night if you're at night or doing anything. It starts awesome. 2 pumps on the gas. Just pull the gear shifter up. Twist the key to the right and it starts. But we are going to get a new battery cause the battery is toast on it. Don't know what else to say about this car. It's been a great car. Here's the 390 badge, red, but it smells awesome in here, but you just gonna have to smell with your eyes. We got the windshield wipers installed. We are gonna change out the 2 lights and those 2 lights there, cause they just don't want to work well. Door locks work, trunk opens, mind this, trying to protect the paint. Dad was laughing at you, so you should go give him payback. Dad, were you laughing at me? I got a load of $20 in my pocket, so yeah. My grandma cleaned them up with a toothbrush and a couple brushes, and some really heavy-duty soap, and lights do work. We did find this dash off eBay. Front bumper is new. Like it just came out of heaven. You can see how shiny it is. I mean, you can even see my gray shirt. This windshield is new. We keep this AC running because if you don't have it running, it's gonna get hot in here. Seat belts, they're black, which I was hoping they would be orange. This thing would this car would have been like a year away from going to the junkyard. When we got this thing and Wing It, this guy has all kinds of old cars, but they're all beat up. But this one was beat up, and we did all the love to it, all the care to it. If we didn't give it the love that we did, it wouldn't have made it. So I'm really happy that my grandpa picked this car out. I hope he's gonna enjoy it. I hope that he will enjoy it, go getting ice cream, go shopping, and all kinds of stuff. I don't know what he's gonna do. I'm sure he'll take it to many car shows. But eventually, one day, he's gonna give this car to me.
All right, since we've gave you a rundown pretty much of the outside of the car, let's take you to the inside. We didn't get to document a whole lot of the interior process, but we will show you what we've been able to complete. So the first step on this car, once we started to move to the inside, was completing the headliner, which we was able to do that. We was not able to find a third party to do it, so we tackled it ourselves, and it came out pretty good. Don't be afraid to do this. It was not as hard as what I thought it was going to be, and it came out very well. The one video you did see whenever we was making that package tray, so that came out really nice. There's still a few finishing touches that need to be done. The seats were completely redone with factory grain replacement seat covers. So it's new foam, new seat covers with using the existing seat frame assembly. New door cards. All the window regulators were adjusted, cleaned, lubricated the way they were supposed to. All the windows work properly. New carpet. New door sills, or the sill plates as they call it. Same thing, front seats were all reupholstered. They are the original seat belts. They just ran a trip through the washing machine and actually came out really good. So no complaints there. The dash came out great. Still have to paint the steering wheel, but that is going to be a separate video, how-to. So stay tuned for that one coming up. And we still have to get the aftermarket AC system working, which I think it does work. It just needs to be charged. And then new door cards on the front. Basically, completely brand new interior. So the car came out great. The doors shut good. The alignment's great. Windows work great. Just a few little tweaks here and there just to make it perfect.
We're gonna get it washed up tonight, and we're gonna go to a car show tomorrow for 4th of July in Unionville. I'm really excited for it to go to the car show. It feels amazing. We're at the car show.
The Unionville car show. And what do you think is first and up center, or up in the front? The Galaxie. You got here kind of early this morning. It's first car show, 4 years since restoration, and I think it shows pretty well compared to looking at all the other ones. I mean, I was, not that I was worried about it, but I was just, you know, when you get up next to cars like this, you just kind of wonder how your work's going to stand out, and I think it blends right in. So, leaving the car show. We didn't win any hardware this time, but it showed very well and had a lot of positive response. Thank you all for viewing this video. We had a blast making it. We hope you enjoyed watching it. I know there wasn't a whole lot of how-tos in this video, which I really want to start doing for you guys, but there will be another video coming up of how to restore a vintage car steering wheel. That will be a step-by-step process, which I will show you the equipment that I use, the spray guns that I use, and the products that I use, and the step-by-step process to achieving that brand new out of the box finished look that you're looking for a steering wheel that may not be sold new anymore, so you don't have a choice but to restore it. That'll show you how to get it done. We don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet on our next video, but it has to do with this little blue truck, and we will have more details to follow for that. So thanks again for watching the Ultimate Dad 84 YouTube channel, and please remember to like and subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost anything, and it helps us out. So thanks again.